Last Tuesday, I was at the grocery store checkout, and the young cashier looked at my ID for my senior discount and said, "Oh wow, you're 68? I'm sorry. I laughed out loud. I told her, "Honey, don't be sorry for me. I wouldn't trade being 68 for being 28 again for all the money in the world." She looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But here is the truth that society doesn't want you to know. Being over 60 isn't the beginning of decline. It is the beginning of freedom, real freedom. I wake up every morning excited about my day in ways I never did in my 30s or 40s. I sleep better, worry less, and enjoy simple pleasures more deeply than I ever thought possible. And I'm not unique. There's actual science behind why happiness increases with age. Today, I'm sharing the 5 secrets to happiness that only come with age, plus why your 60s, 70s, and beyond might just be the most joyful chapters of your entire life. Let us start today with a practice that embodies the kind of peace that comes with age, the ability to slow down and truly appreciate the moment. The Golden Years Breathing Meditation. Sit comfortably and imagine each breath as a golden thread weaving through your body. Close your eyes if that feels good. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 counts, imagining golden light filling your lungs. Hold that precious breath for 2 counts. Now exhale through your mouth for 6 counts, letting any tension flow out like golden leaves falling from a tree. Do this 2 more times. With each breath, think, "I am exactly where I need to be." This moment, this age, this season of life, it's all perfect timing. Now place both hands on your heart and feel it beating. This heart has carried you through decades of experiences. Thank it for every beat, every day, every moment of life it's given you. Gratitude for this season of life. Here's your gratitude practice for today. Think of these 3 things and really feel them in your heart. 1 freedom you have now that you didn't have when you were younger. 1 piece of wisdom you've gained that makes life easier. 1 simple pleasure you can enjoy right now without anyone's permission. Write these down if you can, or just hold them in your heart. The beauty of this age is that you understand gratitude isn't just nice to have. It is the secret ingredient to happiness. When you're younger, you think happiness comes from getting what you want. When you're older, you discover happiness comes from wanting what you have. Here are the 5 happiness secrets that truly bloom after 60. Secret number 1. The power of I don't care at 35. I cared what everyone thought about my house, my clothes, my choices. At 68, I've learned the liberation of selective caring. I don't care if my garden isn't magazine perfect. I don't care if I wear the same outfit twice in 1 week. I don't care if people think I'm too old to learn new things. This isn't giving up, it's focusing your energy on what actually matters. Secret number 2. The joy of low-stakes living. Remember when every decision felt life or death? The wrong job, the wrong relationship, the wrong investment could ruin everything. Now you know that very few things are truly permanent or catastrophic. This perspective brings incredible peace. When the stakes feel lower, you can actually enjoy the game of life. Secret number 3. The sweetness of earned perspective. You've seen enough seasons of life to know that difficult times pass, that problems usually solve themselves or become irrelevant, and that most of what you worried about never happened. This isn't naivety, it's earned wisdom. You're not optimistic because you don't know better. You're optimistic because you do know better. Secret number 4. The freedom of fewer obligations. Your kids are raised. Your career is established or complete. Your mortgage might be paid off. The endless obligations of middle age have lifted. You can say no without explanation. You can say yes to things just because they bring you joy. You can spend Tuesday afternoon reading a book without guilt. Secret number 5. The richness of deeper relationships. Your friend circle might be smaller, but it's deeper. You've learned to prioritize quality over quantity in relationships. The people in your life now are there because you genuinely enjoy each other, not because of obligation or convenience. These connections are richer than anything you had in your 20s. Let me share a financial mindset shift that transformed my happiness after 60. The enough and enjoy strategy. I spent my 40s obsessing over whether I'd have enough money to retire. I had spreadsheets, projections, worst-case scenarios. I was so focused on having enough that I forgot to define what enough actually meant for my happiness. Here is what changed everything. I calculated my enough number, the amount I needed to cover basic needs, healthcare, and a few simple pleasures. Once I reached that number, I gave myself permission to shift from accumulation mode to enjoyment mode. My friend Robert's wake-up call. Robert saved aggressively for 30 years, lived like a monk, denied himself every pleasure, because you never know what might happen. At 67, he had $2.3 million saved and was still eating generic cereal and driving a 20-year-old car. Then he had a minor heart episode, nothing serious, but it scared him. He realized he'd been so afraid of running out of money that he'd forgotten to run toward joy. Now he takes his grandkids on trips, treats his wife to nice dinners, and actually uses the money he worked so hard to save. Practical happiness tip. Create what I call your joy fund, separate from your emergency fund. This is money specifically designated for things that make you happy. Visit a financial advisor to make sure your security is covered. But remember, money is a tool for creating happiness, not just preventing disaster. You've worked hard. You deserve to enjoy some of the fruits of that labor while you're healthy enough to do so. Here's another secret to happiness after 60. Your body wants to move, and movement creates joy. Not punishment, not obligation, pure joy. The Happy Body Movement Routine. 1. Victory Arms. Sit tall and slowly raise both arms above your head, like you just won something amazing. Hold for 5 seconds, then lower. Do this 5 times. You are victorious. You've survived decades of life, and you're still here, still growing. 2. Grateful Heart Circles. Place your hands on your chest and make slow, gentle circles, massaging your heart area. Your heart has beaten billions of times to keep you alive. This movement increases circulation and reminds you to appreciate your incredible body. 3. Wisdom Neck Rolls. Very slowly and gently, drop your chin toward your chest, then roll your head to the right, back to the left, and forward again. Do this 3 times each direction. Your neck carries the weight of all your thoughts and experiences. 4. Foundation Foot Flexes. Sitting down, extend one leg and flex your foot, pointing your toes toward your shin, then point them away. Do this 10 times, then switch legs. Your feet have carried you through every step of your journey. 5. Joy Shoulder Shrugs. Lift your shoulders up toward your ears, hold for 3 seconds, then let them drop with a sigh of relief. Do this 5 times. With each drop, release any burdens you've been carrying. The Happiness Connection. Movement releases endorphins, but it also connects you to your body with gratitude rather than criticism. Each movement is a celebration of what your body can still do, not a punishment for what it can't. One of the greatest joys of this age is having time to preserve and celebrate your memories. Today, I'll show you how to create simple digital scrapbooks using tools you already have. Creating digital memory books. You don't need fancy software or tech skills. We'll use basic apps on your phone or computer. For iPhone, iPad users, open your Photos app, tap Albums at the bottom. Create a new album called Happiness Memories 2025. Add photos that make you smile. Grandchildren, pets, beautiful sunsets, your coffee cup, anything that brings joy. Tap Select, then choose photos to create a slideshow with music. For Android computer users, open Google Photos or your computer's photo program. Create a new folder called Joy Collection. Add photos that represent happy moments. Most programs let you create simple slideshows or collages. The beautiful secret. This isn't just about organizing photos. It's about actively curating happiness. When you intentionally collect images of joy, you train your brain to notice more joy in daily life. Weekly Happiness Project. Every Sunday, add 3 to 5 photos from the week that made you smile. Maybe it's your morning coffee, a text from a grandchild, a beautiful cloud, or your cat sleeping. At the end of the year, you'll have a collection of 150 moments of pure happiness. Sharing the joy. Once you create these albums, you can easily share them with family. Your happiness becomes their happiness. Your joy multiplies when it's shared. Don't worry about making it perfect. The goal is to celebrate the beauty that already exists in your life. The deepest happiness secret of all is this: your life has created something beautiful, and recognizing that brings profound joy. The legacy of happiness exercise. Close your eyes and think back over your life. Consider all the ways you've brought happiness to others, maybe by raising children, being a good friend, helping a neighbor, volunteering, or simply being kind to strangers. Your existence has rippled out into the world in ways you may never fully know. Every smile you gave, every helping hand you offered, every time you chose kindness over convenience, those moments created happiness for others and continue to do so. 3 ways to spread happiness legacy. 1. The Happiness Letter Project. Write letters to people who brought you joy over the years. Don't wait for special occasions. Tell your old teacher how they influenced you. Thank the neighbor who was always friendly. Tell your children specific things about them that make you proud. 2. The Joy Story Collection. Start writing down funny stories, happy memories, or moments of unexpected joy from your life. These aren't just for you. They read gifts for future generations who need to know that life can be beautiful even during difficult times. 3. The Daily Happiness Witness. Notice and acknowledge happiness in others. When you see a young parent being patient with their child, tell them they're doing a great job. When you see someone doing kind work, acknowledge it. Your recognition of others' happiness creates more happiness. This week's happiness mission. Think of someone who made your life better and find a way to let them know. Send a card, make a phone call, or even just hold them in grateful thoughts. Expressing gratitude for the happiness others brought you creates new happiness in the present moment. Tonight's challenge is simple and guaranteed to boost your happiness. The 3 Happiness Moments Challenge. Before you go to bed, identify 3 specific moments from today that brought you even the smallest bit of happiness. Maybe it was the taste of your morning coffee, a kind word from a stranger, the way sunlight came through your window, a memory that made you smile, the comfort of your favorite chair. Write them down or just say them out loud. The magic happens when you actively acknowledge happiness instead of letting it pass unnoticed. Then, come to the comments and share just one of your 3 moments. Start with, "Today my happiness moment was ... Single quotes. When you share your happiness, you remind others to notice their own. Happiness shared is happiness multiplied. The beautiful truth is that happiness after 60 isn't about big achievements or dramatic events. It is about recognizing the steady stream of small joys that flow through every ordinary day. Let's remember what we've discovered today. Being 60 plus isn't about decline. It's about freedom, wisdom, and the deep happiness that comes from knowing who you are and what matters. You have fewer obligations, clearer perspective, and the beautiful ability to find joy in simple moments. Your happiness isn't selfish. It's a gift to everyone around you. When you embrace the joy of this season of life, you give others permission to do the same. Most importantly, you're not just surviving these years, you're designed to thrive in them. If this message brought you some happiness today, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear that their best years might still be ahead of them. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're rebuilding a community of people who believe that aging is a privilege and happiness is a choice. Your happiness matters. Your joy is important. Your life at this age is not a consolation prize. It's the main event. Until next week, choose happiness, Spread joy, and remember, you're not getting older, you're getting happier. With love and celebration of this beautiful season of life,